its UK Code of Practice International Recruitment of Healthcare and Social Personnel in England. This update added Zimbabwe to the red list. And the red list comes on the back end of the World Health Organization producing its own red list, which is then cascaded to member countries. The reason why this has caused a lot of concern and outcry amongst the Zimbabweans is that of late, most healthcare companies, independent healthcare companies, have been recruiting employees for the skilled worker visa for carers and senior care workers in Zimbabwe. The concern has been that is it that companies are still allowed to recruit from Zimbabwe, or are employees still allowed from coming from Zimbabwe? Now, if you read carefully through this update or through this code, you will realize that the code has been put there to protect third world countries or developing countries from developed countries who might want to come and recruit their personnel from those countries. So, what has been stopped or what has been taken care of is the massive recruitment drives that are normally done by developed countries. Such recruitments might be done through third parties, recruitment agencies, or where companies go and do their own recruitment through road shows or sending scouts to go and recruit. Now that Zimbabwe is on this list, it means that there's two exceptions in which employees or employers can recruit people from Zimbabwe. Under some circumstances, if there was an international agreement, a memorandum of understanding between Zimbabwe and the UK, then that memorandum could have taken care of it. However, at the moment, there is no such memorandum. So what it means is that employers can only recruit employees that they've applied to them directly, and they can just recruit those employees that have come to them directly through maybe a job advert that has been put by the employer on their various platforms. The current move, in my view, also protects employers and employees from the scamming that has been happening of late. A lot of fraud has been happening, particularly through certain social media platforms where people were being recruited through third parties or people pretending to be third parties representing certain companies. Now that third parties cannot recruit on behalf of companies from Zimbabwe, then it means that the employer must deal direct with the employee, and the employee must apply to a job advert issued by the employer. So it's in response to a job advert issued by the employer. Under these circumstances, it means that everyone is protected. I advise the employers that they must now review their systems. They must review their recruitment processes, their HR systems, and any other systems that they have. And I also advise employees to be diligent and not to end up being scammed because they are responding to certain adverts which are normally sent through social media by people that are scamming them. And these adverts normally look as if they are genuine. The updated version of the recruitment code also touches on the fees that have to be paid, on the costs that are relevant in the employment process, the recruitment process. That has also been clarified in this code. So the outcry, whilst I understand that the outcry, it is not the end of the road. The employers can still employ, the employees can still be employed following the guidance that has been put in this recruitment update. If an employer was doing massive recruitment by sending scouts, say, to Zimbabwe or another country, or using a third party or a recruitment agency, they may not be able to do so now. They will have to actually do respond to applications that have been made by the potential employees themselves. If you're an employer and you want us to help you to review your recruitment process, you want us to review your systems and procedures, and you want us to do a mock home office audit on your sponsor license, you can contact us on the details that appear on the screen. My name is Andrew Nyamayaro, and thank you for listening.